foremost, and before I get into anything, you know what I'm saying? Happy Thanksgiving, you know what I'm saying? First of all, how y'all been doing? Second of all, if people got to look at somebody and end up looking at a hypocrite, then uh, sometimes you can better yourself off that. You know what I'm saying? I know I put shit out on Facebook that clearly makes someone obviously, you know what I'm saying, actually believe in a daydream more than it is a lie. So, you know, I mean, the weight of my situation about who I am and how small I am and how big-hearted I am, and I still like a giant and shit, just because I put myself to the limits to go through the extreme of, you know what I'm saying, making my next step in life. You see what I'm saying? And, I know I had told y'all before that, you know what I'm saying, being in my situation, celibate, you know what I'm saying, I felt like it was just time, you know what I'm saying. Once you learn what you need to learn, and bear down with it and make it your belief, then you can understand what you can fall back on. You know, I chose to be celibate because of the way women look. You know what I mean? You can have money in your possession, but you cannot have a woman in your possession. And there's a lot of women on earth, so there's a lot of money too. But you know, just to broaden my aspect on life, on how most people or most men would take for granted 365 days to try to make, you know what I'm saying, their pubic hairs feel good instead of a moment like this here too feel good. It was a race that everybody was running into. I just felt like this here with it, picked up a soda and said, what's that? You know, ain't no telling what's going to happen on the other side, you know what I'm talking about. But 9 times out of 10, you got very few that probably would have scored a touchdown, and the rest, you know, they got to repair and, I guess, get ready to start over again, you know what I'm saying? But all in all, that's the value in the concept with me claiming to be celibate, because I know from the period of time that I first said it, so, I mean, you know, there's a multitude of women that I had babies, and I don't thrive off that. I'm just one of the lucky ones, you know what I'm saying, to sit away from that and say, whew, you know, and that's what it's all about. Just like I'm saying the word that I just said, I feel comfortable, you know. Prior to any understanding, I mean, shit, what the fuck is freedom? You know what I mean? We ain't been free 45 minutes yet, you know what I'm saying? Niggas running, trying to make the dick feel good and shit. I mean, but you gotta understand that shit, you know. If your dick need to feel that damn good, then let me get education. You know what I'm saying? And wish I was your dick. You know what I mean? Because I feel good with education. Now, that just the goddamn, you know what I'm saying, make a nigga stop and think, man. Hey, man, look. You ain't heard about what's going on when you fuck up with a broad, man. Yeah, you know, shit like that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like echoes and shit, you know what I'm saying?
But yep, it is Thanksgiving. You know, and prior to any understanding about, you know what I'm saying, different colors, you know what I'm saying, y'all motherfuckers don't actually understand that white and black been pillow fighting for the motherfucking longest. You know what I mean? And it's in a stage where white people done accepted niggas up in their country. Because we got invited over here in this motherfucker. You know what I mean? And we made the best of it, but it ain't about the war. Because once, if it's a pretend war, it ain't nothing but a pillow fight. You know what I'm saying? But see, what I'm looking at, motherfuckers ain't really looking at. You see what I'm saying? See, what I'm looking at, what's going to happen when the complete understanding between a nigga and a cracker come in agreement, and both of them say amen, you know? And what I'm talking about is, like, okay, black people got their religious belief, you know what I'm saying, and education, just like white people do. We come in the middle of the street with a yellow line that pissed off, walk back on the sidewalk in which we came from, and now we can look eye to eye. Okay? That yellow line's still gonna be right there. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying here is what's gonna be funny about that shit, how a nigga and a cracker gonna come in a peace treaty after all what they done fucking been through to accept a Mexican up in this shit. So when niggas and crackers start fighting, that's the next movement. You know what I mean? I don't know if a nigga's gonna take advantage of a motherfucking Mexican or a crackhead. You know what I mean? And the reason why I put those words out there is like, okay, you can open your ears to what the fuck I say. I'm not finna sit up and say it no other way. I'm finna accept society as the pulpit it is because it causes destruction, but we still got to build on this country. You see what I mean? Motherfuckers can't accept a Caucasian male, you know what I'm saying, or African American. Why? It's education, but you know what I'm saying. Yet still, you want to glorify the media, like they go a simple way, but you know they use destruction for like the tip of the arrow, and use your knowledge to aim at the target. You know, so when the peace treaty get here, y'all got something to think about. You know what I mean? Because I know for the simple fact of it is, I know I'm talking shit, and it may not be true. You see what I'm saying? But if it is, that ain't my problem. Because if it ain't true, the same shit gonna keep on going on. You know what I mean? and if it's true, the reason why it ain't my problem, because I had an already told you. I'm thinking about something else. You know, may God bless that situation once they see the yellow line in the road, the suburbs go back to being the suburbs, and the neighborhood go back to being a neighborhood. And both of, I mean, you know, in both of them motherfuckers, they got same type of situation. You got cutters and greasers, and we got haters like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? We trying to get where the nerve is at and shit. Got them the smart motherfuckers. For all that bullshit, you know what I'm saying? I feel like this here, I'll be glad when white folks get their ass off this vacation in the last 12 months of looking at a black president that can do the expectation of completing midterm. If you understand that, then you would be a political person. And dealing with being political, you understand the jet fuel. You understand the gunpowder. But, you know, all in all, somebody's gonna be pissed off at somebody. And that's what's making the midterms all about. So, like I said, man, this. Can I ask you a question? In the beginning of white people and black people about this nation, that's it. How do you feel about it? We go to war with each other, yet still we got certification and classification to kill with each other. You see what I'm saying? So either way that it goes, I would like to ask you, how do you feel about it? Do you feel like we came over here as slaves from a poor country and got treated like shit and you want your revenge? Or do you feel like you have actually been founded in people who made uh, a movement with presenting themselves a living sacrifice for you to meet this question I'm asking? How educated is the educator, and how eager is the student that's taking the class? See, I got you fucked up. I'm gonna sit here and tell you why. If I was your homeboy and I came to you talking this shit, I'll be looking at your ass one way, like you finna get ready to pick at me for being celibate this long. The reason why I stayed from a woman. Do you understand what I was talking about before I mentioned being celibate? And this is the information that I went briefing and sewing about, since it was all about the fundamental basic information that I wanted to gain instead of gaining nothing with a woman. I'm going to sit up here and tell you what that means. You cannot gain anything in life with a woman except figuring out the problem. But when you look at society and you know you in this pulpit called irresponsible, and irresponsibility becomes a career. Do you actually understand that without the minimum requirements to walk out of those high school hallways, it would be irregular for a person to stand as a citizen claiming adulthood, claiming to be grown, claiming to have common sense. And you need at least a GED to walk away from the ignorance that glorify itself without having a simple diploma. Society will remain significantly in prison until the educated get the education. Then you can treat your diploma like it was the best Tylenol that you ever took in your life. And the first thing that I would advise y'all to advise those that don't have it is tell them this. Time you get it, don't think you all that. If they say why, see the difference in how your mind is at ease because you have your education
walk up to him, be like, you want to take rock for Rick? Cool. Because you got to spend the time. You got the rest of your life to build on that thought. And that's what common sense starts at.
But most people don't actually understand. I'm going to go ahead and let y'all marinate on that, because the thing about it is,
Don't think
I claim celibate because I wanted to. I claim celibate to challenge myself is something that I like in women. I love missing the pussy. That's the only reason why I claim celibate. I love it. Because I know they become intimate that you would believe martial arts is the deadliest skill. Because let me tell you, no doubt, kung fu, karate, all that shit, fighting, shooting, all that shit, it's a deadly skill.
but when it comes down to it, pimp,
The art of making love is the deadliest skill. One mistake, 18 years, Bill. Take it or leave it. Happy Thanksgiving. May God bless you. And have a safe one, too. Amen.